Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, second grade. Happy Friday. Welcome back to our second grade PBS classroom. My name is Mrs. Vang, and I'm so excited to have you guys join me so that we can become amazing readers and writers. And I know you guys have become amazing readers, so all week I went and found some chapter book series that I wanted to share with you guys. Now remember, I haven't read these series, I've just skimmed through them, but I knew they would be perfect to recommend for you guys. Today, I wanted to recommend the Humphreys series. Now, Humphrey is a class pet in room 26. And guess what? He sees a lot of things, and when they forget to lock his cage, he goes out and have lots of fun adventures. So if you want to read all the adventure that Humphrey does, check out his books to see what's happening in room 26. So, again, when you're reading chapter books, right, first thing you want to do is kind of look through the book, skim through it, see if it's a book that you'll want to read, okay? If you notice this one, the pages are smaller, the words are a little bit bigger, there are more pictures. This might be a perfect beginning book for some of you. Remember, if you look inside the book jacket, it gives you a quick summary of what the book is going to be about. Or if you look, there might be here it is on the back, all the other Humphrey books. So if you want to start this series, make sure you are checking this book out either on Sora, if you have the Sora app, at your county library or at your school library. Don't forget also, if you look at the spine, it'll tell you what book it is in the series, and this is number 1. So this is the first book in the series, and this is the 5th book in this series, okay? So if you have read these Humphrey books and you enjoy them, write to me and let me know. Or if you have another series that I didn't mention and you want me to recommend it to the other second graders, make sure you are writing to me and letting me know all about the books you're reading. But don't forget, boys and girls, to put your return address or your home address so that I can send you some fun activity books, okay? So you see the address below? Yep, that's it. Or you can email me your letters and I'll send you one of these fun activity books. Remember, summer is just around the corner and these will be perfect to keep your brain super strong. All right? Okay, boys and girls, now speaking of Sora, for those of you that have the Sora app and have been checking out those books and are reading, and if you go to school in Fresno Unified, let's see if your school came in number 1 on our Sora countdown. Ready? Okay, are you ready? Fingers crossed, it's your school. Okay, the school that came in at number 1 is Heaton. Awesome job, Heaton Elementary. You guys are doing a great job picking out those books and reading. Way to go. Good job, Heaton. Now, if you didn't see your school here, all you have to do is, that's right, check out those books on Sora and read it. And encourage your classmates to check out those books and read it also. So, good job to our top 5 schools this week. Awesome job. Okay, boys and girls, are you guys ready? Let's get started with our lessons for this week. We're gonna close up because we have done a lot of learning. So we're gonna start off with, that's right, training our ears, right? So turn your listening ears up. We have 2 skills that we're gonna be practicing. We've been practicing 2 skills a day because you guys have been doing an amazing job. So we're gonna practice with it, our phoneme addition and deletion. Addition means we're gonna add a phoneme to make a new word. Deletion means I'm gonna take away a phoneme and then we'll have a new word. So you guys ready? Let me get my dots here to help us. All ready? Okay, so we're gonna first try some phoneme addition, okay? I'm gonna give you my word. My word is ruffle. Say it, ruffle. Good. Now add a t to it. What's my new word? Truffle. Good job. You guys got it. Okay, let's try another one. Ready? Eagle. Say it. Eagle. Okay, now add the r. R. What's my new word? Regal. Did you get it? Regal. That was a trickier one. Good job for those that got it. Okay, now let's practice some phoneme deletion. So I'm going to say a word, and I want you guys to delete the first sound. Ready? If I said crumble, okay, crumble. This is tricky. Delete the first sound, and you get rumble. Good job, boys and girls. Good job working on those listening skills. Okay, now let's go and practice our reading skills. You're right. We've been practicing how to read fluently because we are done learning all the spelling patterns. So we've been practicing all the different syllable types. So this week we are practicing what we call the consonant plus LE syllable. Now, we also learned that the U syllable, the LE, can also be spelled with the AL and with the EL. They all say U. Now, the rule is when we see it at the end of a word, we keep the consonant with it to make the last syllable. Now, if you keep the consonant to make the last syllable, that's where we would divide our word. And then now we have 2 or more syllables. We just read those small, what we call, we're going to chunk those small parts so that's more manageable for us to read. So let's practice. Here's my word, right? If I'm coming up to it, here's what my brain is doing. I see the LE. I know that I'm going to keep the consonant, which is the T, with it. I'm going to divide that into its own syllable. Now I have 2 syllables. Oh, I know how to read this word. This word says rat. This just says toll because I know the LE says Put it together. What's my word? Rattle. What is it? Rattle. Good job. Let's continue. Okay, if I come across a word, here's my EL. Keep the C with it. Divide it. Now I can read it. Don't forget that CE makes that soft C. So it's going to say soul. Cancel. What's my word? Cancel. Good job. Okay, let's continue. If I'm coming across this word, you know there's the LE. Keep that consonant. Divide it. Now read the 2 small syllable. Bubble. What's my word? Bubble. Good job. Okay, let's continue. Here's the LE. Keep the consonant. Oh, I can hear you guys. Good job. Divide it. Staple. Staple. The A says A because it's in. You got it. Open syllable. Staple. Okay, let's keep going. Here's my AL. Keep the consonant. Divide. Now sound it out. Signal. What's my word? Signal. Awesome job. Okay, last practice. Ready? We see the AL. What's that rule? Keep the consonant with it. Divide. Now, I have an open syllable. The O is going to say O. Local. What's my word? Local. How did you do, boys and girls? Awesome job reading. Now, let's quickly practice building a word or writing a word. So if I'm writing and I'm coming across this word sandal, sandal. Now, I want to spell it. First thing I'm going to do is split it into syllable. Sandal. Okay, first syllable part, sand. I know how to spell that. Sand. Next syllable part was dole. Okay, so I know it has the dole, and here's the tricky part. Is it the EL, sandal, the LE, sandal, or the AL, sandal? This is where it gets tricky when you're writing. And if you've been reading and writing, and I've been writing them all on with my finger, did you see that? It's the AL that makes it spell the word sandal. Okay, so be careful with writing when you are writing with that O sound. It is tricky with those 3 different spelling. Okay, I do have a story for us to read because it's Friday. And as we read, boys and girls, remember, we always go through our fluency check-off list. Are you reading accurately, reading the words correctly? Are you reading at a correct rate, meaning not too fast, not too slow? Are you using expression as you're reading and paying attention to this punctuation? Okay, so as you're reading this story, this is a story called Jamal and Rachel's Camping Trip. I want you to read and find out how their perception or perspective of camping changes in the story. Are you ready? Let's read together.
Jamal and Rachel's camping trip. Dad took Jamal and Rachel camping in a local desert for several days. I don't like it here, Jamal grumbled. It's above 90 degrees. I can't see a single living thing, said Rachel. Just rocks, pebbles, and sand blowing in the wind. I miss home too, Jamal whined. Who's hungry besides me? Asked Dad. Dad made a simple supper of hot dogs, pickles, and apples. They ate by the light of a lantern until there was not a morsel of food left. Then Jamal and Rachel crawled into their sleeping bags. In the middle of the night, an odd sound filled the tent. Rachel grabbed Dad's flashlight. Listen, she said. Rachel trembled. I hear something. It sounds like a howling giggle. What is it? Her brother asked, huddled in his sleeping bag. I think it's a coyote, said Dad. They live in the desert. Some animals make their home here, even though we haven't seen any animals yet. The next day, the kids and Dad went on a hike. The kids' water bottles were filled with cold water. Rachel's big hat kept the hot sun off her face. Look at these marks in the sand, said Dad. I think snakes made them. Follow me, yelled Rachel. Come and take a look at these mouse footprints. Jamal saw a lizard scramble up a rock. A hawk soared above them. That night they watched the stars sparkle like shiny nickels. One star looked like a jewel up in the sky. A soft wind ruffled their hair. I like the desert now, said Rachel. So do I, said Jamal. Dad, can we come back here next month? We'll see, said Dad, humming a little song.
How did you guys like that story? So, what did they think of camping? You're right, in the beginning they didn't like it, but at the end they sure did enjoy it. Now, look at all the words that I found in that story that had that consonant plus LE. And by knowing that, I could read some of these words. Morsel, scramble, grumbled, animals, right? Single, you see that? Did you find all of those words? Awesome job, boys and girls. And look what happened. I found all of our high frequency words in that story also. So let's quickly go and finish up our high frequency words for this week. So we're going to end off with our last two words for the week. Help me read and spell it. Ready? Whose, let's spell it, WHO''S, whose, which is a contraction for who is. And wind, WIND, wind. Good job. Okay, let's read the sentence and let's see if we can figure out which one will go into the sentence so that it will make sense. Ready? Code is this? What do you think it is? Whose code is this? Good job. Whose code is this? Okay, but don't forget, it's the beginning of a sentence, so let's put that capital W. Okay, let's see if wind goes in this next sentence. Ready? The strong wind knocked over the tree. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Good job, boys and girls, practicing your high frequency words. Don't forget, if one of these was hard for you, make sure you're writing them down and that you are practicing. Okay, we're going to end it quickly with our contraction and possessive. Remember, contraction, two small words, put together with that apostrophe. Possessive noun shows ownership. So, it is, changes to it's a nice day. The cats, there's that apostrophe S, there's that apostrophe S. You see how this is a contraction, that's a possessive? Let's see if you can write a sentence for it. All right? Boys and girls, you have done a lot of learning this week. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
To a brand new day, time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.